Hello, magnificent human beings. My name is Landon Slaughter, and here we do yoga, we talk about life, and we focus on personal growth. You are in the right place, capable and strong. What are we going to do today? This is a 25-minute, half-hour class that revolves around crow/crane. So crow, crane, they have a lot of similarities, and in this class, we're going to dissect that a little bit. Wednesday's class, that is the big explanation of everything. So this right now will help get you loose, awake, and ready to start your week. So roll out your mat, and I'm going to roll the intro screen. Finding yourself here at the top of your mat, go ahead and bring your feet together and then separate them just a tiny bit, giving yourself some space here. Roll your shoulders back, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. Keep going, creating that gentle constriction in the back of your throat. This helps create that audible sound, your ujjayi, your oceanic breath. Allowing an intention to surface. Something uplifting, something motivating, whatever you wish. Once you have your intention, sealing it with 3 cleansing breaths. So inhale through the nose, inhale, inhale, inhale. And exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose, inhale, inhale, hold. And exhale out the mouth. Last time, inhale through the nose, inhale, inhale, hold, hold. Gentle sigh. Go ahead and open up your eyes. Inhale those arms up overhead, squeeze your glutes, exhale, back bend. Just gently, inhale, hands up. And exhale, swan dive all the way down, forward, fold. Very good. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Come on down. Fingertips on the mat. Coming into that ball pose. So high on your toes, chin to chest, knees are bent, and round, just gently. Take a couple breaths. Fingertips on the mat. Bring your glutes up and your heels down, forward fold. Chin is last to rise, slow, coming all the way up, hands up overhead. Let it go. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, half lift, flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold on down. Fingertips on the mat, high on your toes, and round those shoulders back. Just a couple breaths here in your ball. Your ball pose, kind of a modified toe stand, if you will. And glutes come up, heels come down, forward fold. Very good. Inhale, half lift, exhale, fold. Then chin is last to rise, coming all the way up, hands up overhead, back bend. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold. Come all the way down. Place your hands on the mat, and then step it all the way back into downward facing dog. Pedal it out in your down dog, alternating your heels down, getting things loose. Maybe not too worried about your form in your down dog right away, rather just kind of waking everything up and moving around, waking up all those muscle groups in our legs, our back, our arms, our shoulders. Shift your right forward into that plank and come back into downward facing dog. All right. Flowing with our breath, so paying attention to the breath cues as best as you can. Left leg, inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, bring it through, base of your lunge, and then slow inhale, hands up overhead, crescent lunge. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, bring those hands down, frame your foot. Inhale your right foot up into standing splits just briefly. Exhale, forward fold, set it down. We inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, relax. Inhale, chin is last to rise, coming all the way up. Hands up overhead. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, swan dive. Coming all the way down, forward fold. Identify your left leg, inhale it back. For a brief lunge, exhale, relax in your lunge, hold here. Inhale your right leg back, down dog. Once you get there, exhale, relax. Very good. Breath steady and smooth. Maybe still waking things up by stretching out your calves or your back, whatever you like. All right, next side, watching for the breath. Inhale, right leg, brief three-legged. Exhale, bring it through, base of your lunge. And then inhale, hands up overhead, full crescent lunge. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Good. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, hands come all the way down to the mat. Inhale your left leg up into a brief standing splits. Exhale, forward fold, set it down. Inhale, half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Slow, steady inhale, coming all the way up to standing, hands up overhead. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold. Swan dive all the way down. Very good. Identify that right leg. Inhale, bring it back for a lunge. Once it gets there, exhale, just hold. And then left leg. Inhale back for down dog. Once you get there, you exhale. Relax. Excellent work. Shift your weight forward into that plank. Hold strong in your plank. You can modify onto your knees. Bring your heels to your glutes for that modified plank. And we don't want to burn our arms out too much since we're going to be, trying that crane pose later. So maybe just lower halfway down, just briefly. Push back up. Modified chaturanga. You can lower all the way down and then roll your shoulders back. Raise on up dog, downward facing dog. Very good. Okay, walking hands to feet, feet to hands, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, exhale, fold. Chin is last to rise, coming all the way up. Hands up overhead, squeeze your glutes, back bend. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, arms by your side. Shake it out. Okay, nice and loose and awake. Just a couple more postures here before we get into that crane pose. We want to make sure everything is nice and awake. So forward fold, come on down. Place your fingertips on the mat. Bend your knees if you need to. Right hand directly underneath your face. Left hand, left hip. Then take your right hand and just, bring it up and out to the right, just a little, nothing drastic. Balancing on your right foot. extend that left leg all the way towards the back of the mat. And then very slowly begin stacking your hips, stacking your shoulders for that standing half moon. And wherever this hand needs to be, that's fine. Just slow rotation of opening things up, nothing quick. And set it down, forward fold. Very good. Pedal it out, move around. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, come on down. Okay, next side. So left hand directly underneath your face, right hand, right hip. Then these left fingertips, walk them up and out to the right just a tiny bit. Strong left leg on the mat. And your right leg, extend it all the way back to the back of your mat. Holding here, balancing on that left leg. And then very slowly begin to stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Keeping with your breath every step of the way. Set it on down. Forward fold. Very good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Fingertips on the mat. Identify that left leg. Bring it all the way back. Base of your lunge. Hold here. Hands still on the mat. Ground down your back heel and slowly open it up into Warrior Two. Doing your checks in your Warrior Two. So right knee perfectly on top of that ankle and that left arch in the back kind of in line with that front heel. Arms out, eye gaze over that front hand. Just a couple of breaths. We won't be in our Warrior Two for very long. Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana, dose. Okay, windmill your hands slowly all the way down to the mat. Awesome. And hold here. And then bring that left foot up into forward fold. And from here, bend your knees, come on down. Kind of into that little ball pose, your modified toe stand. Okay, so holding here, going to seek to come into our crow / crane. So typically the biggest difference between crow and crane is that in crane, your arms are perfectly straight when you are balancing, and then in crow, they're bent. So really, it kind of depends on your ability level and where, you are, but let's kind of forget about crane where your arms are perfectly straight, because for most folks, your elbows are going to be bent a little bit. So this is more of a crow, quote unquote. Your Kakasana and then Bakasana is crane technically. So just lift your butt up a little bit and then place your knees in at your triceps. Okay, very good. Holding here, bring your knees up a little higher into your armpits and shift your weight forward. Now I know that this isn't where your knees should be. They're probably resting kind of like right in at those triceps a little bit. But the thing is that as you lift up, your knees are gonna slide down from your armpits into your triceps anyways. And if you need to take little breaks while we're here, rather than, following every single step of the way, that's okay. Hands spread really, really wide on the mat. And don't have your arms far apart. Keep them relatively closer together. And you can just play with it a little bit. One foot then the other, seeing how it works for you. And if you wish, resting those knees in on your triceps. Setting it down and just kind of playing with it. This is a very intense, strength-based posture. So another great way of doing your crow is to kind of hug those knees in on the outside of your triceps. This kind of gives you more stability, I think. It's a little bit easier to hold. So you got one of two options, right? Knees right in at the triceps, or knees kind of like out, hugging them in, which gives you a little bit more balance. So whichever one you like. Setting it down. Okay, let's come into forward fold. Go ahead and lift those hips on up. Relax your arms. Ragdoll. Just hang. Couple breaths. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Come on down. All right. Chin is last to rise, coming all the way up. Hands up overhead. Back bend. Relax to standing. Shake it out. Maybe rubbing your arms a little bit, massaging out those muscles. Okay, so coming into the next side. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold. Come on down. Fingertips on the mat. Your right leg comes on back. And then ground down that back heel. Raise on up. Warrior two. Breathe. Focus. Eye gaze steadily over that front hand. Keep with your breath. All right. Then windmill your hands all the way down to the mat and forward fold, step it on up. And from here, just relax on down into that ball pose. So this is kind of the best way to get set up, I think, for that crow / crane pose, is because it's harder, I think, from forward fold, because a lot of folks don't have that lengthening in their hamstrings, and they're going to be bending your knees anyway. So, all right. First, make sure you have a nice, strong grip on the mat. Fingertips spread really, really wide. And then place your knees all the way up into your armpits. And again, they don't stay there. It's because when you start to lift off, they'll naturally slide down just a little bit. So high on your toes and knees in at your armpits. And as you lift off, balancing, holding in your crow as best as you can. And again, if you can't have that, arm strength, that balance, it's fine. Just practicing with one foot, then the other. And again, sometimes it helps to hug your knees in on the outside of your triceps. So, fingertips spread wide. And hugging things in. Setting it on down. Okay. Release, bringing your glutes on up. Forward fold, just hang. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Walking hands and feet out, downward facing dog. Knees lower down to the mat, and then separate your knees, taking your wide-kneed child's pose, pushing it all the way back, and relax, forehead on the mat. Child's pose, balasana, just relax. Identify your right arm. Go ahead and thread it underneath that left armpit. So just kind of stretching out those shoulders a little bit, stretching out those muscles in our arms since we're using them a lot this morning. Right ear on the mat or your forehead, whichever one you wish. Couple breaths. Slowly switching sides, left threads underneath, right, and just relax. Slowly coming back to neutral, and shift your weight forward and just rolling onto your back for our first Shavasana. A couple of very quick postures before we get into final Shavasana, but for now, just laying on down. Always getting a sip of water anytime you wish during your practice. Feet fall out, arms fall out. Just relax. Identify your right knee, bring it on up, and interlace your fingers at the top of that knee, and bring it on across your body. So release your right hand, you can bring that on down. Gentle twist. Just holding here in your twist. Couple of breaths. Taking your breath way down. Slowly, slowly coming on back. Release. Bring that leg on down. Bob your knees. Shake it out. All right. Then go ahead and bring both knees on up and in. Just drawing little circles just briefly. And release your right knee. Bring that on down. Hugging that left one in just briefly. And release that left hand. Go ahead and guide your knee on across your body. Gentle twist. Remember your breath. We're in the twilight of our practice, keeping that laser-like focus on your breath, on your intention. Entering that space of full presence, yet no mind, calm and soft. Gently, gently coming on back into your final Shavasana. Feet fall out, arms fall out. Just relax. Soft breath. Dissolving into your Shavasana. A few more breaths. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Very good. staying exactly where you are in your Shavasana, or if you wish, pushing yourself on up into that seated position so that we can bow together. Thanking all of you so much for being here. Again, my name is Landon Slaughter. Thank you so much for checking out my yoga channel. And stay tuned because Wednesday's episode is all about deconstructing crow pose, Bakasana, Kakasana, crane pose. So we're really going to get nerdy and dive into all this. Thank you all so much for being here, and don't forget to subscribe. From my heart to all of yours, namaste.